If your ex was planning the future with you, and then all of a sudden the next day or the next week, they were breaking up with you out of nowhere, watch this video. I'm Benny Lichten-Wallner, and I help people get their exes back. And this is a problem that it's common that I see. Maybe you've never been through this before, and you're left wondering what the hell is going on. But I see this a lot, and this is what's happening. Your ex, in the beginning of your relationship, probably the first 6 months, was extremely enthusiastic about the future, and they want marriage, kids, family, etc. in theory. But they also have a lot of fears about relationships because in their childhood, their emotions were minimized by their parents. Maybe they were told to suck it up a lot, or anytime that they started to get upset, they're like, hey, that's enough. I'll give you something to cry about. And because their emotions were made to not matter in their relationships, and that's usually paired with some kind of neglect where the kid grows up faster than others and they're more like a latchkey kid, or they have to kind of do a lot of things for themselves or their siblings. Your ex has this unique combination of two problems. Number one, feeling like their needs don't matter to other people in relationships and they have to show up and just kind of do what is expected of them. And number two, not understanding the things they're feeling and having an inability to communicate about it. And so if they feel like they can't ask for what they want or what they need, they're going to be trapped in the relationship. And if a lot is expected of them and they've trained themselves, they've disciplined themselves to be an action taker and somebody that takes care of other people around them, they're going to lose themselves in the relationship because they get shit done and they're going to show up for you, but they're never going to know how to ask for what they need. And so herein lies the fear of commitment from your ex. So while the honeymoon phase is going on, the body's, got all the serotonin and dopamine floating around, all this excitement about you as the brand new person. And later, once shit gets real, once the honeymoon phase starts going away, all the fears that person has come up to the forefront because they're no longer being masked by, the fun chemicals. And now they start backing off of everything they said they wanted before. And because they people please and they tell you what you want to hear, they go with the flow. You're still talking marriage and kids and family like you were in the beginning, during the honeymoon phase. But at this point, they're just kind of telling you what you want to hear. And as time goes on and on and on, more problems are building up and they don't know how to communicate about it. And ultimately, once they reach this point of stress, they end up breaking up with you out of the blue and you didn't see it coming. When you ask them why, they give you vague reasons like, oh, I need to work on myself. I'm not doing well mentally right now, etc. Or maybe they mention a bunch of little things that aren't really deal breakers. And they were just prior things that were little scuffles in the relationship, but they never really spoke up for, what they needed or what bothered them. Anyway, make no mistake about it. This person actually does love you, even if they're saying, I love you, but I'm not in love with you, etc. They're using a deactivation strategy to push you away because they're trying to cope with stress. And yeah, they feel what you feel. They do love you, but it's going to be hard to get them back. You're not just going to have a talk and get them back right away. So if you want my help with this process of getting your ex back that told you, that they were fixing to marry you and then they broke up with you the next day, click into my profile and click this link right here. Set up a call with me. Tell me your story and I'll give you a step-by-step plan to get your ex back. Or join my community, which is also in this link, where you can join our weekly group calls, get access to my course library, and we'll see you there.